It's a very good morning to you. Welcome to it, man. This is the Gentleman's Club, and of course, I am back in here. I'm so good and so happy to be back, and I'm with my brothers, and always good to see my brothers from another mother. I'm here with my brother, Ronaldo Cortez, and Mr. Brinsley. How are you doing, my brothers?
Yeah, boy. I like when he says, yeah, boy. We all good.
Yeah, boy.
It's good to be back, man. It's good to be back. Yeah, loving it, eh?
It's
Good
been
to
a
see
little
you,
while,
man.
bro.
Yeah, like what, 2 weeks?
Man, that seemed like 20 years.
But come on, man. I'm here. Don't worry.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm here for quite a while, but I'm good. And you guys?
Hey, but you've been like globe-trotting or
All the
SA
time.
trotting.
All the yeah, SA trotting. And you know, a whole lot of people don't even know South Africa that much. They're like,
It's big.
yeah.
It's real big.
And they want to go outside. I'm like, do you know, like the green pastures and just
Yo.
the landscape? And you have your Bill Gates saying that, hey,
It's
population.
overpopulated.
I win.
I mean, he might talk about Joe Bird or
That's
Alex.
tease,
He
man.
said it's overpopulated because he ain't been down in Limpopo. You know what I'm
Bruh,
saying?
Pumalonga.
He wouldn't make it out.
No,
We're
not at all.
gonna get you, Bill.
Yeah.
Because, I feel some kind of way to get you.
We all good, man.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So, let's start with you, Mr. Ronaldo Cortez.
Yes,
How
sir.
are you doing, brother?
I'm doing fair. I'm doing pretty fine there. Everything's everything. I'm
Hey,
good,
man.
man. It's been a good week. We pushing.
Yeah,
Got a big show on Saturday, so pushing hard.
yeah. There's always something happening with you, bro. You're always busy, bro. Always busy. So what's happening this Saturday? So it's a big show happening on at your home.
Yeah, so we're doing a fashion show. I've got multiple international music artists that are popping in. Got some amazing co-hosts.
Yeah.
My man's right.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir. Mr. Brinsley's.
Yeah.
He gonna be in the house. I heard Uncle Zach gonna be in the house at some point during the
Zach's
day.
gonna be there.
Hey.
So I'm told.
Yeah. So what it is it's a fundraiser for Ratangbanya.
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
Ratana.
Okay.
Ratangbanya. I got to roll the tongue. Ratangbanya.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's an orphanage in Alex Township.
yes, of course.
So we're with our NPO, we're boots on the ground, working with the community, with the young people, and really just trying to create a space where they have vision and they know how to take the very things that they have, almost like upcycling and recycling. What is it that you have that can be translated from mess into a message that turns into a massive purpose?
Wow.
And that's the whole point with these events that we're doing right now. In the fashion world, look is everything, but what does it look like on the inside of your heart? And how do you translate it into performance where people look at you and say, damn, I want to get involved with that and make a difference, at least once.
Absolutely, man.
So that's what we're doing.
It's powerful, man. Shout out to you.
One time, dude, one time.
Yeah. There was what was this movie? It's called The Barnyard. It's a cartoon.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
Yeah. No, well, it's a cartoon character. I mean, it's like Finding Nemo, like all those shows,
okay.
ne? So The Barnyard was one of my favorite cartoons.
Yeah.
Right? So in this one episode,
She said,
I'm looking this up, bro, because I'm feeling like,
Banya.
Uncle Ruckus moments right now.
no, but it's like it's a show about animals that took over a farm.
Isn't it Animal Farm? We
No,
did that
no,
in
no.
high
I've
school.
seen this.
It's
Not.
something similar.
Oh.
So in this one, the animals, they kick one of them. The donkey kicks the farmer, and the farmer faints.
Okay.
And then the animals start walking like human beings
Okay.
and start talking. So
Yo.
funny as hell. Like you gotta watch it.
I pulled it up. I got it. I'm going to watch
Listen, the message there. So anyway, the father says to his son, who is a cow, but he was a naughty cow.
Okay.
Now this was a cow.
Why
that
you
used
going to mention the cow?
I know. Why do you have to go to the
I ain't going to say nothing. I'm just saying.
Okay.
So the father says, okay, so the other cow, he was naughty. I mean, he used to surf, he used to break the rules. I mean, this is a cow on a surfboard.
But we've seen cows jump the moon, yeah?
Oh, hell no.
But now the father is trying to tell his son, he's like, son, the strong man takes care of himself, but a stronger man takes care of others.
You mean the stronger man cow?
Yeah.
I like it.
So basically, the moral of the story is it's easy to take care of yourself. But when you take care of others, that's even a stronger man.
Yeah.
It's hard, bro.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Because you know what? When you're looking out for other people,
Yeah.
a lot of times we expect them to give us a return on that lookout. You know, like say I love you, and they turn around and be like, "What's up, bro?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you know,
And you're like,
"Damn."
but I
Like,
thought you
did
were
you
going to
hear me?
reciprocate.
Yeah.
yeah, and they
thought
keep
you
it
just-
moving.
Yeah.
And then we take that and get sad or depressed,
Yeah.
possibly, and that's where it becomes hard. It's like,
Yeah.
are you doing something to get a return? Or are you doing it because you were given life and that's why you're doing it?
Yeah.
I think it's the Spider-Man tagline.
Yeah.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you don't just want to take care of somebody. Like, my guy, I can't take care of myself.
Yeah.
So taking care of you. And people get so opinionated, like, oh, no, man, you need to. You're my brother and all that. What's
Yeah.
that law? I
You
don't
owe
know.
me. Entitlement.
Yeah, entitlement. No, there's this law that they say they want to pass. I don't know, is it true or not? That said that siblings who are working are going to have to take care of
Oh hell
those who are
no!
not working.
What?
Yes.
Who's passing this law? We need to find out this guy. Hey, listen, South Africa's on the cusp of like a lot of amazing global trends. I mean, leading the way.
Yeah.
But that one, I don't know about that.
No, but did you
Yeah.
hear about this one? Let's say you meet a girl
Yeah.
and she's got 3 kids
Yeah, bro.
and you're the stepfather
Yeah.
and then you divorce her
Yeah.
or you leave her. And then you got to take care of those kids
I
forever.
think you should. I think you should. You know why? Because if you're gonna come in there playing big dog,
Uh-huh.
you know what she got.
Uh-huh.
So you might not want to be married to her.
Oh.
Just be friendship.
No, but what did
Yeah,
she
but
say? It's
even
like,
then,
yeah.
even then, I mean, the fact that you're gonna start supporting this woman.
No, I
and
mean
the
just a
kids and
friend.
sending-
Don't even get involved.
Oh.
Because the moment those kids see you coming in as a father figure, because that's what you're doing. Because the boyfriend girlfriend culture is a bunch of hogwash.
Oh.
But that in South Africa, it's not like that. You know that if you live with somebody for more than a year in South Africa,
You
you
married.
guys are, yeah.
You married?
So,
No, you don't even have to live with her. You just have to send her money over 6 months,
Wakeli.
and she has financial records.
Zekiri.
You are responsible.
Wena.
That's why you give cash only, bro. Cash only.
Iwa.
If she can prove it, you're in trouble.
You got a picture of me handing you this cash, and it's got to be fair exchange. So if it happens to her, if a man has a child and she comes in, that's your argument.
It's rough for me.
Hey, boo, you know what? I got a child. You got a child. And we need to eat fair exchange. Ain't no robbery. How? Why? It can't just be for women.
Yeah.
Because
No, very
there's a
true.
lot of single dads raising the kids, and the moms are going through their thing. And I'm not knocking the women because I think as a woman, we don't know what it's like to give birth. There's a lot of,
we don't know.
you know, it's in your body to turn into a mutant
Yeah.
engine to turn against you while you're giving birth. So it's a lot to that. So I respect it.
Yeah.
But when it comes to cash flow, there got to be a fair conversation, fair exchange.
But I don't believe in women working too much, man. They're fragile. I believe in them we should take care of them, man.
Of course we should.
Not
How?
turning them into housewives and all that. Yeah,
Not
it's
that
fine.
part.
But if she can work, it's fine. But not the hard labor type. Like, I understand in taking care of your family, a woman.
sure,
you understand?
sure.
Giving her money, like, okay, you know that she's going to take care of the whole household. But for her to be outside there, hustling, then the next thing you have jealous people. They're angry. They're like, okay, I saw Cortez there. You hugging Cortez. Oh, you got your work husband.
Yeah.
You see, that's
Yeah.
where the quarrel starts.
But okay, let me ask you this: you have a daughter, right?
yeah.
What would you tell your daughter? Would you tell your daughter to be dependent on a man, or would you say make your own money?
Eish, that's a tricky one.
So if it's your wife, you can say you must.
Damn.
But if it's your daughter and you're like,
No, but if that's why us, as you know, that the African culture, we need to sit down with the man first. Hey, bruh, okay,
Yeah,
who are
yeah.
you, your
gotta be a
family?
man talk.
hey,
Check
me,
you out.
hey, me, I don't trust niggas, man.
Yeah, you see, you got daughters,
I'm
man.
like, yo, I'm like, don't trust the man. Yo, what you doing? Trust the homie.
Hey, look, I'm gonna be real practical, right?
Yeah.
I got daughters. I have a granddaughter now. I got 3 grandsons. I have a granddaughter.
Oh, yeah.
God damn, bro.
I have 6 daughters, 3 daughters with my wife, so 9 daughters. 2 of my daughters passed away. When I tell my daughters, you depend on Yahuwah, you depend on God for everything. You are created with gifts and talents and attributes that you can take and you can fertilize your gift and work your soil because we are equals in this earth, right? But if you do get married, as a father, and we as men, we go through, we succeed, we fail.
Yeah.
But a man's supposed to protect and tend and keep. If you don't have money, you better be present, creating a business to make money.
Yeah.
If she's doing something and you're not making the same money, y'all have to have a fair conversation.
Mm.
Because at the household, business is business. Okay, and I've learned this through life and divorce, etc. When you're talking about the equity of resource in the home, you better have your organization infrastructure in order. If you don't have a prenup that says what's yours is yours when you come in, what's mine is mine, what's ours is ours, we split that, then you're going to get got at the courthouse.
Yeah.
And you should, because you're uneducated about what you got into. So that's the conversation fathers need to have with sons. Son, you need to be ready, because this is a business. The I'm in love part, we holding, singing Kumbaya, kissing and all that. That's cool. We know in marriage that gets tired. All right, look, man, we got to fix the food. We got to clean the dogs. We got to pay the bills. Okay, the damn roof done fell in. Okay, I don't got the money. Get up there with the trees and fix the damn. I don't know how to fix the roof. Fix it, damn it, woman. And she could be like, no, you're yelling at me. Now the door locked, you on the other side, and y'all fighting.
Ooh-wee.
Now she's sending messages to Chico. I'm just playing.
God damn, bro. Just took us down that rabbit hole.
Hey, let's deal with it. Let's deal with it.
Crazy.
Because a woman finds a man that won't, she'll find one that will. Let's be honest with
Oh
you.
yeah. Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Because it is their need, their nature to tend and keep their children. And as fathers, as men, we are hustlers and keepers of the tribal experience. So we've gotten away from tribe. Okay, we're hunter-gatherers. Let's be honest. Some of us are multi-gifted, where we can do tend and keep. We can hunt and gather. That means more responsibility, bro.
Yeah.
Responding to the ability or talent you have on the inside of you that can transform everything, starting with yourself. Sacrificial lamb, bro.
God damn, bro.
Let's preach on Sunday.
Preach
boy.
on, brother.
Wise words.
Yo, yeah, no. So a topic for another day. We'll visit it again.
Yeah. You need to do
With some
And
hot sauce.
we are not in any way trying to degrade anybody.
Absolutely not.
And we're not trying to put women down. We're just saying what we say.
No, but we didn't even put women down there.
Yeah,
we
no.
never did.
No, listen, if a woman want to go out and make $1 million and you get married to her, are you accessible to her resources when the marriage ends?
No.
You see the fair exchange ain't
Hey,
there,
but
bro.
hey, I saw
Hey.
people like Cardi B and like all these others.
Yeah.
Hey, there's some guys that are just lynching.
Meh.
They want to take. Lira also went through the same thing. Where guys like, yo, we are divorcing now. We want half of your wealth. So
Oh, yeah. At least they're 50-50. Let it happen. Let's go, man.
crazy.
If that's the agreement in the contract, in the bylaws of the
Let's
contract.
go.
Because
Yeah.
a marriage is a contract.
Yeah, and I mean, I think, okay, let me reserve my views right
Yeah,
now.
let's.
All right, so gents, let's back to the program, bro. You're about to give us your fashion flow and entertainment.
Yeah, this one's a good one. Let me just tell a quick story on why it's a good one.
Okay, cool.
As a basketball player, as a professional athlete, former pro athlete, I'm still a pro in my head.
You.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
In order to get to the pros, you got to get to the first grade all the way up to high school, senior year, college. And you got to have a basis, a system of, you got to put in time to get out what you want.
Yeah.
Now, what you want might not be what the system, what the industry wants. But in order to get in the conversation, you have got to put in your work and have to be, how should we say, when you're in a gym with multiple other players, you got to rise to the cream of the crop. Because there's so many people trying to do what you're doing. If you're not at the level, then you're not the level. It's okay. You can do another level type of position. But playing on that court is not it. Let me jump into this because I had a conversation with some creatives.
I like
and
that.
I was explaining to them that I need you to explain to me why you should be paid for what you're doing. If you're a model, if you're a marketer, how many minutes and reps did you put in? How much equity did that bring to the product that you're trying to sell or work for? How do we track and measure that? Because there's no statistical system. There is, but we ignore it because people are cute.
That's very, very true. Because people just often to say, this is how much I must be paid. And you're like, how do you quantify it? And you're like, okay, let's break it down, man. Tell us your real costs. Like, well, I break it down. And creative people generally don't know how to break down those costs.
They don't, it's
And
tough.
just because they look the way they look and they speak the way they speak, they think they are worth getting paid whatever they say they must be get paid.
Facts.
Totally. If social media post, I look good. Look at how I'm shining. That has nothing to do with business.
Yeah.
Okay, that has to do with ego.
Absolutely.
But let me jump into this.
Jump into it,
True
man.
equity in the fashion world: performance, value, and fair exchange in the creative economy. This is Fashion Flow Entertainment News with myself, Ronaldo Cortez. Good morning and welcome to the Fashion Flow. Today we're talking about true equity in the fashion world and what it really means to earn your place, your value, and your return. Let's be clear, equity is not entitlement. Equity is earned through performance. Think about professional sports, and I use this analogy, basketball. When the players enter free agency, they don't get paid based on potential alone. They get paid based on numbers, impact, consistency, and proven results. Their value is measured, points, assists, defense, leadership, and victories. The performance determines their contract, their position, and their longevity. Now, fashion must adopt the same mindset. As a creative, a model, or consultant, you're not just showing up, you are part of a business ecosystem. The brand is investing in you with one expectation, return on investment, or ROI. If you want equity, you want higher pay. If you want long-term opportunity, you must be able to show how your presence translates into measurable value. Looking good is not enough. Showing up is not enough. And demanding without delivering is not equity, it is imbalance. If you walk for 5 minutes on a runway, the question becomes, did that walk increase brand visibility? Did it drive engagement? Did it influence sales? Did it elevate perception? If the answer is yes, consistently, then you have leverage. Then you can negotiate. Then you can speak about equity, bonuses, or performance-based incentives. But if there's no measurable impact, then there's no foundation for that demand. Here, I think it's fair to say we all believe in fair exchange. You may not make what the owner makes because ownership carries risks, capital, the long-term responsibility, but you can absolutely earn your share based on the value that you bring. That means creators must think like entrepreneurs. Track your work, build your portfolio, understand your metrics, know your audience, know how you contribute to profit. This is how you translate from being talent to being a valuable asset. In today's fashion industry, both locally and globally, we are seeing a shift toward performance-driven ecosystems. In South Africa, designers are building direct consumer brands, tracking engagement through social media, and measuring conversations in real time. Globally, brands are using data, AI, and digital platforms to analyze exactly who is driving value. The same applies in entertainment. Artists are no longer just performers. They are brands, businesses, and stakeholders. They understand streams, views, ticket sales, and audience growth. They know their numbers, and because of that, they negotiate from a position of strength and equity. This is the standard creators must adopt. If you want equity, bring value. If you want opportunity, show results. If you want longevity, build consistency. Because at the end of the day, business is simple. Value is a must. Value and must equal value payout. Excuse me. True equity is not about taking more. It is about earning your position in the ecosystem and growing with it. This is the mindset shift. This is the new model. This has been Fashion Flow and Entertainment News with me, Ronaldo Cortez, at the Gentlemen's Club. Stay disciplined, know your numbers, and earn your value. And don't cheat the process.
So, you know, I like everything you said because, I mean, as a sportsman, as a former athlete, and we spoke about this, and I think I posted about this. It's literally about the numbers. It's about the stats.
Period.
And like, if you are going to compete at a very high level, you are competing against people that have put in the time and put in the work and put in the numbers. The number of hours. That's why if you're going to be a pilot, you need 10,000 hours.
My goodness.
10,000 hours.
That's just to get started.
To get started.
Just starting.
So some people, especially creatives, they overvalue themselves, and you're like, but dog, you haven't put in enough time. You know, and even in football, I mean, I was actually making this example that if you are not playing well and if you're not training hard, you're not going to be in the team. You're not going to be in a starting 11. And it's not personal. No. You can't say they didn't put me in the team because they don't like me. Right. It's because, A, you didn't go to practice maybe 2 or 3 times. You've missed out on this and that and the other. And you just don't have, you know, the hours. So I really like what you had to say. So shout out, brother. Appreciate it.
But also in hip hop as well, you need to pay your dues.
Yes,
don't just step up and just
industry wide. Industries wide. It's how let me just take it back to myself because I like to look in the mirror and say, okay, did you do what you're teaching?
Yeah.
When I was chasing a dream to get to the NBA, and I got there, I just never got to go fulfill an opportunity.
Wait, God, you got to the NBA?
When I came here in 1998, David Stern, the former commissioner, sent me here to play in the PBL, Premier Basketball League.
Be squarious. You guys didn't tell me that you went to the NBA.
Hey, man.
Oh, my God.
I didn't get to play at that level in the season,
But
I was sent here by them to be seen. At that time, and it's ironic because this is Basketball Africa League time, Sam Vincent owned a team in Cape Town. He then went on to become the head coach of the Charlotte Bobcats of the NBA. So he was coaching and owning the team in Cape Town, South Africa, the top basketball in the continent at the time. Former players from the NBA, etc. But he had to pay his dues. He was an NBA superstar. Played with Michael Jordan, played with Magic Johnson. I mean, he was there. His brother, Jay Vincent, the same thing. He didn't get a handout, man. Nobody gets a handout. You might get a hand up. Maybe somebody looks out. But damn if you don't put in that work. Homie, you're not getting no return on investment.
No.
And it's 1,000,001, 10 million, 100 million to one if you annually look at global desire to be an NBA player.
Sure.
To even get into an international team and play, those jobs may be less than 700 totally, or 1,000, 1,500 total for a whole world. Now, if you don't put in the work, if you don't put in the stats, the hours, and you may do all that, and you're still not good enough. You're not even in the conversation. Yeah, you look good, bro, but something inside is just not there. There's only one Michael Jordan. There's only one of every successful person in the industry of that person. One Mary J.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
One time.
the 1%.
One. And,
The
and,
1%.
and trust me, there's a whole bunch of possibilities of others, potential. But what is it going to separate you to be different?
So this one guy, he said to me, in order for you to be the best at whatever you do, you got to apply the 80-20 rule. So you got to spend 80% of the time doing 20% of the things.
Absolutely.
Wasn't it Sean Covey? Habits of kind of getting 7 habits of highly effective people, something like that. I think I read
7
a
habits
book.
of the highly effective people.
Yeah, Sean Covey. Yeah, I've read that book. Yeah, I remember that. 80-20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because you got to just focus on a couple of things that actually make you successful, than focusing on too many things, and then you end up not being successful.
But in this day and era right now, we're getting so much distracted, eh? People don't put in the hours. They feel like just me taking videos of myself playing,
I think
I'm
that's
good.
media. They
So,
think,
yeah, they think that's the...
content. I'm building content.
Even Kobe, like the players, people who used to play with Kobe used to say that guy, when we leave, we're going home, he's still trying to shoot some buckets.
Yeah.
That side. And when we come in, he was there maybe 6 a.m. before us, like an hour before us.
Yeah. So LeBron is the same. Jordan was the same.
Steph Curry.
Steph, yeah.
What's his name was the same. Ronaldo is still the same.
Ronaldo's
The
same.
first one to arrive and the last one to leave.
Absolutely.
And he trains maybe 3 times in a day.
Yeah.
So you find an average athlete training once a day, and then he wants to be the best. Like it's absurd.
It's a different spirit. It's a spiritual connection, number one.
But it's an obsession. You have to be obsessed.
Yeah.
You're an addict.
You have to be an
You're
obsessed.
an addict.
Yeah.
If you're not in love with the passion you say you have,
Yeah.
then it's not a passion that you have. It's a passerby.
Hey, me, I've got an obsession for radio, gents. Like you can wake me up anytime, and then you can wake me up at 2:00 in the morning and put a mic by my face.
You're ready.
I'm like, yo,
you're
I'm ready. I'm
man.
like, what do you want me to
Yes.
say? I've already got
Hey,
something to say.
I love
Talking
it.
about that, I was also like, man, I was telling my mom, I miss being on radio, man. I just miss waking up in the morning and just, heading straight into it. When I'm
Yeah.
listening to other people, I'm like, my guy, hey, man, can I come in and join you? But I think now with the podcast scene, we're doing something, man.
Yeah, we're doing
jumping
something.
onto
It's
this
It's
and
translating into something different too, because
Yeah.
like when I was chasing the dreams, right? I found a new dream, and it is now driving me in a space that I've already achieved greatness in everything I've done. Even in failure, I've achieved greatness because I learned a great message out of that failure. Now it's become a platform to grow what I'm doing now.
You know what's interesting? I just watched the video before I came here. This guy is a coach. He was saying, it's like a TikTok video. He was saying, who do you think has missed the most amount of penalties? And everybody was like, Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, yeah.
And then he says, who do you think has scored the most amount of penalties? Then they said Ronaldo. And then he made a couple of other examples. And basically you need failure. You need to fail so many times to be successful. So people who don't succeed is because they're afraid of what failure can do or what failure is. They think failing is failing.
Yes, they think it's
Meanwhile,
over.
yeah, you're thinking failing. But also the school system. I remember like in primary school during apartheid days and even high school. So, yeah. No, I'm telling you. So like at school, dog, like if you failed, the teacher will they'll make you feel like you are useless.
A break.
So they embarrass you in front of the
Yeah,
class?
they'll embarrass you. Yeah, we're not this and insult and
They did that in America, bro.
you know.
Apartheid's
So
still real there.
and then the bright kid who has a better IQ,
Yeah.
and when you are slow or seen to be slow, or maybe you are a creative, just you're not a good math student, then they'll make the bright guy the hero and the failure
You're
the failure.
villain.
Yeah.
And then they'll separate you. Let's put the bright ones and make them higher grade students, the B grade students, and the lower grade students. And then those ones are seen as better students, and the slow students are the weak ones.
Yeah.
And therefore, you know, they'll even give them names,
Yep.
you know, and then you grow up being indoctrinated that you are slow, that you're in a B class or C class, and then those guys are. So the classism,
Yeah.
you know. So
But what happened to those A-class students, those who scored A in classes? Eh? Most of them are working for those who are your C students, your E students, you understand?
Yeah, but I went to school with some bright young white people, man.
Where
Oh,
they
those
now?
kids were so smart.
You know them, where they?
Well, some of them, you know, like the one guy, his name is Donovan Hutchinson. He's an actuarial scientist.
That's awesome.
Those ones are,
That's awesome, bro.
actual
Yeah,
sciences,
like
yes.
some of them they really became successful
Yeah,
in the
man.
business world. So, you know, I mean, I think being bright helps you somehow.
It
But,
does.
you know, I mean, I don't think there's a magic stroke of what makes you successful in this world. You know, you find a dumb guy with lots of money.
But then how are we going to compare it to, because we're talking about
There's a lot of
talent
those
right
guys
now
out
and
here.
hard
Yeah.
working. There are those who got talent and they can just work for that, you know, a day, like train for 2 hours. I'm good, but I got the talent. So what are we going to say about those now?
Yeah, no, that's true.
It's interesting, man. You know, like you look at most people walking the earth every day looking for money, and their life is being processed by that idealism. Never really tapping into who they are, what and what they're here to, what they're born to do. Because honestly, when you fail, it's not really failure; it's called learning. At least that's what I've come to common ground and learn. I've never failed. I just continue to grow and learn.
Yeah.
Now, when you change your thinking, it stops becoming stinking thinking and becomes a thought of progression. Okay? If you repudiate something, you repeat it over and over again, you're going to make that thing a harmony in your body and your life. You're going to act that out. It's going to be a rhythm. So if you continue to say, I'm sad, I want to kill myself, then you're going to believe that sound. If you say, I'm alive,
Yeah.
I want to heal, I want to be strong, I want to be, you're going to continue to do that. So you have to program your own mind, which we are, it goes back to the YOU. You are your own understanding. But who are you? What does that look like?
Yeah.
Now you have an idea.
And that's what school doesn't actually go to.
It
Yeah, it
can't.
doesn't.
Like from grade 1, you don't really get to know who you are.
No, we're not even taught to do that.
Yeah.
We're taught to go to class, little Johnny or little Topo, and, you know, put your books in the bin, okay? And after you put the books in the bin, we want you to go sit down and get ready for reading time. I can't read. So what are you saying to me? You see?
Yeah.
So we're indoctrinated to fit in to a square box, a square
Yeah.
room, so that only can be controlled by one way in, one way out. Now,
And it just shows that this is why, you know, people are waking up. And, you know, they call it a woke culture because people are waking up that, hey, we've been reprogrammed for the last 100 years.
Yes.
We were given a system that was created in the industrial era.
yes.
It
The
feels so weird. Yeah?
industrial
It feels so
era.
weird. The moment you start to realize that, yeah, Mr. Rockefeller and his entire family, they worked it out. This Western education, when you start to deprogram yourself, you're like, okay, you start to question a whole lot of things, Uncle Zach. You're like, should I yeah, man, is this right? Now, when you check out the way that they talk about food now, and also when it comes to herbs as well, you're like, okay, we don't know about, like, there's medication in mountains. Like,
Yeah.
Yes, like
there's everything for all the ailments now. Now they're
Yes.
saying cancer, you can cure it.
Yes.
One of our brothers, he's going through that, But there was a point where he was talking about, like, nah, guys, I don't need your advices and all that, how to deal with this, do that and do this. But you're like, bruh, are you following the Western way? And you know that the Western way, with all that chemotherapy, it literally is killing you in a way. So, but you're like, there are some herbs out there, but they've taken all those manuscripts, those books. You're like, we
Bruh.
can't now.
Some crazy stuff, man.
Yo, too much.
this is a good conversation, man.
Absolutely, man. So they told us, and they even showed us a movie called The Matrix. And then that movie went over our heads.
Yeah.
We didn't understand what they meant, but they actually told us that, guys, you are in a program. And you can reprogram. You can get in the matrix, and you can get out of the matrix.
I think
there's
I
a
got
blue
out.
pool and there's a red pill.
Yeah.
But then we didn't wake up to picking up all of that stuff. But gents, I think at this point I want us to change the conversation a little bit, and just go back to this dude that has passed away. And of course, this man was such an inspiration to many of us. I mean, let me first play the clip, and then we'll talk about this guy.
Okay.
All right.
You don't worry about things? No, because it doesn't do any good. The thing is, let's say you worry about a problem. So here you are worrying and all this stuff. All of a sudden the problem's solved. All that anguish for nothing. The thing is, worry doesn't solve the problem. You don't worry about things? No, because it doesn't do any good. The thing is, let's say you worry about a problem. So here you are worrying and all this stuff. All of a sudden the problem's solved. All that anguish for nothing. The thing is, worry doesn't solve the problem, and it actually hinders the problem. What you've got to do is try to find ways of solving that solution. And if you do, then you don't have time to worry about it.
You're able to live by that.
Well, believe me, from the book, as you know, I've gone through a lot of ups and downs. The people see strictly my success, but they don't know where I came from. A kid who grew up in the back hills of Oklahoma, who was totally non-athletic, and I won the World Karate Championship. And the kid who was extremely shy in school, who had never even done a high school play or a book report, now I'm doing this. The thing is, you find formulas, you find things that will help you work toward what you want.
All right. That is the legend.
Chuck Norris made a request to me before his passing. The first time we really sat down to talk was on the set of The Expendables 2, when Sylvester Stallone was also there. We gathered together to talk about fitness and filmmaking. Chuck was always the quietest, but the one with the loudest laugh. After filming wrapped, we didn't stay in touch much, but we'd occasionally call each other. It was mostly about fitness or hearing him update me on the Kickstart Kids program. He also invited me to watch the charity performances of the program. Watching those kids go from confused to determined, I finally understood how deeply he cared about it.
So, gentlemen, Chuck Norris has passed away, man. I can't believe Chuck. I didn't think Chuck Norris was going to die. I thought Chuck Norris was going to live on forever.
I'm trying to spit this sweet tea all over this table.
Those of us who grew up with Chuck Norris, we thought Chuck was just never going to die. Chuck wasn't never going to age, bro. I mean, Chuck Norris, man, may his soul rest in peace. And of course, what we played there is what he explained the type of guy he was. A shy kid who became a world karate champion, who beat everybody in the world. And the famous Bruce Lee
He's the only one.
He's the only one. Well, he actually let Bruce Lee beat him in the movie. But in real life, he would have kicked his ass.
No, they had a fight, a tournament. It wasn't sanctioned, but they fought.
Bruce spanked him.
They fought.
He did?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they reenacted that scene.
Remember
through the
Bruce
movie.
Lee with Tao of Jet Kundo? That's his style. I studied Bruce Lee, man. The first book that I ever read was the biography about Bruce Lee. Like Bruce Lee was like That's why I ended up doing martial arts and all that due to Bruce Lee. So I know for a fact that they staged a fight between them. Chuck Norris wanted to also test himself out. And you guys, you need to remember that Bruce Lee actually, in my own opinion, I know you're watching me, Bruce Lee is the originator of MMA, mixed martial arts.
Yes.
Yeah, because he
Yes,
mixed fencing, the way that he moves. It's like fencing.
Oh,
you understand?
yes.
Boxing, taekwondo, the kicks,
Yeah.
you know, with his flying kicks and all that. Not your
Judo.
modern, judo also.
oh,
You
this
understand? So your modern martial arts were not like that. You had
Yeah.
your Muay Thais, you had your taekwondos, you had your judo. They were all in one. They're Gracies also, you
Yes.
know. But Bruce Lee just brought all of them in one and said, Tao of Jeet Kune Do. So that's where MMA comes from, for those who didn't know.
Jungle.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
Gracie
that's
brothers.
crazy.
You know them.
The who
The
brothers?
Gracie
brothers.
Hey, no one can touch them.
Yo, that's
And
crazy.
they're like
They-
70s now, right?
They're like your hey, I don't know how to pronounce the Habibs. They're the Habibs, yeah, they Habibs, yeah, of back then. They're the ones when mixed martial arts was coming out and people wanted to test their strength out. They went there, man. They whipped everybody else.
Hey
Yeah.
man, but let me tell you,
Chokehold.
the level of influence martial arts had on many of us growing up was insane, bro. Like, I remember we used to watch the Shaolin monks. We used to watch Chuck Norris on Delta Force,
Still remember?
bro.
Delta Floor. Ooh.
Delta Force. We used to play out those roles as kids,
We used
bro.
to
We used
kick
to
each other.
jump off the walls. We used to do some
Delta
hectic
Force?
runs.
We should fight, bro.
Delta
That's
Force
how we
was
feel.
like the American army where the Americans used to solve and solve problems in the world, bro.
Wait,
he would
did
go
you
to
say used
Vietnam.
to?
Well,
they
in
still
the
there?
movies. No,
They still.
I still trying.
in the movie.
They're trying now, man. They're still trying. These guys can't let it go. Damn.
I think if you look at America now, you're like, hey, they lied to us. In the movies,
They did.
they never won any war,
But
man.
also talking about Chuck Norris, also he teamed up with the legendary Cynthia Rothrock. You still remember her?
Cynthia Rothrock.
Cha-cha. Still remember?
Hey,
Hey, I'm telling you my age, young. Hey.
Slow down. No.
Yeah.
Wait. He also teamed up, well, Bruce was fighting with, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Really?
Really?
Game of death. So Kareem was a black belt.
Yeah.
7 foot donkey kick you to heaven.
He did. Don't kick him. He did kick him so hard. Yeah, but Chuck Norris was a legend, guys.
He's the
Chuck
And he
Norris.
still is, actually.
Yeah, he's
I think out of I don't know. So there's a couple of jokes, Chuck Norris jokes. I don't know if you guys can open some of them that I
Yeah,
shared
the first
with
man
you.
to ever get viral, to be viral, like global viral.
He had memes created.
memes.
So the
How
first
did that come about, actually, just before you?
because Chuck Norris used to beat everybody and nobody could shoot Chuck
Or
Norris.
in his series, the
never
Texas
died.
No, if you
Ranger.
watch all Chuck Norris movies,
Yeah.
there's no bullets that come close to Chuck Norris. Nobody can beat Chuck Norris. Like
No, that
you
was Steven Seagal.
no, but
Before-
he also Chuck
Seagal
Norris was
and
also
Yeah, Chuck was the first.
Really?
Steven patterned after that guy.
Okay, Steven Seagal, we know, like he's.
Man, I love Steven Seagal, man.
Yeah.
You love him, man.
Man, he's amazing.
I mean, yeah, I think it was just good entertainment.
Aikido.
Who Aikido? He's not a
Break those bones.
grandmaster, but anyway, I give that. He's like,
And he had nice sword play, chopped
yeah,
the
it's
kneecap.
good, but just for play. But the real guy was Chuck Norris.
Chuck was a
Hey,
monster,
but
man.
if you look at the Texas Ranger, I think it's one of the worst things I've ever seen on TV, bro.
Back then, it wasn't
was
West,
like, it was
though.
respect.
No,
it was like,
but you must
it was
watch
love
Texas.
to the old guy, man.
You
'cause
must watch Texas again.
Now,
so
yes.
Now you're like, he
But
didn't
back
even
then, it
tou-
wasn't.
Hey, but it looked so bad. It was so badly coordinated. The shots, like when he does the punch like this, you can see that it didn't even touch the
It
guy's
was true
face.
to the old school,
And it's like,
You remember they
but-
had the
no,
fake-
no, no, but they were,
No, but compared to the Chinese movies, what he was talking about,
Exactly.
your Wang Fei Hongs, your
No,
Jet
fuck.
Li's, your
no, but if you look at, the Jet Li's
Yeah,
and
you
the
know.
even Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan, yeah, like his first one,
Jackie's.
Drunken Master. When we saw him in Drunken Master, that was
like,
great.
I think I was a drunken
Drunken
master at
Master.
some
I
point.
I was trying to practice with my Jack Daniels.
But listen to this, Jed.
Oh,
So
wait.
before Chuck Norris was born, Chuck Norris was living with his uncle. Before
Wait a
his
minute.
mother was born, Chuck Norris
Wait a
was
minute.
living with his uncle.
Before he was born, he was living with his uncle.
Yeah. So Chuck Norris Now, these are all Chuck Norris jokes. Chuck
Yeah.
Norris has 33 years experience in martial arts when he was 32 years old. And then another one from Jillian says, Chuck Norris so bored, he went to the other side to see if he would be entertained. So he's
Yeah.
not really dead.
Yeah. You know, he didn't know about that. And are you down with that?
Okay, so there's another one. It says, yeah, they say heaven waited for Chuck Norris before it opened the gate.
Damn.
Chuck Norris doesn't rest in peace. Peace rests in him.
What the hell is wrong with these people? You're freaking cool.
Francis says Chuck Norris ain't a martial artist. The marshal asks if he could be Chuck Norris. So Chuck Norris didn't flush the toilet.
What? The
He scared the shit out of the shit.
Yeah, the Chuck Norris.
Chuckster.
Come on,
The Chuck
man.
wagon.
Ah, shit.
No, that's a legend.
So
I still remember when Chuck
the
was-
only man that could buy a Streetwise 2 at McDonald's.
What's the
Chuck
street-
Norris.
Chuck Norris.
What's that?
Streetwise 2 is like a KFC. You can buy a KFC meal
He
at
bought a KFC meal at McDonald's.
I thought Streetwise was a karate movie.
I bet you Chuck Norris is watching all the comments to see who spoke smack about him.
He's gonna come back.
Come back in your sleep.
Oh, way.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't catch on about, like, I remember I saw a video of him when he caught on that, okay, he's being viral around. There's one way he was talking about he was in a cage with the tiger and he was petting the tiger. Then the owner of the tiger said, please stand up slow and leave, you know. Then the tiger is the one that stood up slow and left. Left Chuck Norris in there.
And then the other one they said was a king cobra bit him, and then after a couple of hours, the king cobra died.
Amazing.
So
amazing,
the last one,
man.
guys, I think before we go to Mr. Rabi Road, it
Yeah.
says, rumor has it that Chuck Norris will be carrying his own coffin at the funeral.
That's the best one.
Man, it's
God
terrible.
damn.
That's the
These
best
folks are
one.
sick.
Like the man just
That's
died.
the best.
But all the jokes.
Chuck carried his own.
But it kept him relevant, eh?
It kept him relevant.
Yeah.
They say he didn't do push-ups. Every time he did push-ups, the world kept on, the earth kept on moving down.
Man, I love Chuck Norris. He's amazing.
Thank you very much.
Ah, man. Yeah, may his soul rest in peace, man.
Yeah, Chuck Norris.
Wow.
Gents, all right, so let's move over to the other side of 12 o'clock. And of course, this is where we talk serious stuff. And
Okay.
of course, this is where we're going to hear what Mr. Rabi Road has prepared for us in terms of news. And of course, there's so much happening in the world of news. Good morning to you, Mr. Rabi Road. I hope you're standing by. Good morning to you, sir.
Thank you, Uncle Zach. For the Gentlemen's Club on Bogart Radio, this is Ditaba, bringing you the latest international, national, and City of Joburg headlines. My name is Rabi Road. On international news, tensions remain high between Washington and Tehran, with conflicting narratives emerging over possible diplomatic engagement. Reporting from Al Jazeera indicates that Iran has firmly denied any ongoing negotiations with the United States. This comes after US President Donald Trump claimed that productive discussions had taken place and suggested that Iran is open to making a deal. Iranian officials have dismissed those claims outright, insisting that no talks have been held and accusing Washington of attempting to shape a narrative of progress where none exists. The exchange underscores the fragile and often opaque nature of relations between the two countries, particularly in the midst of ongoing tensions involving regional security and military escalation. Now, let's cross to a clip of President Donald Trump speaking on the possibility of renewed negotiations with Iran.
God, I can tell you they'd like to make a deal. And who wouldn't if you were there? Look, their Navy's gone, their Air Force is gone, their communications are gone. That's the biggest problem. It's very hard to communicate them between themselves. All of the anti-aircraft is gone. Most of their missiles are gone. We either shot them or they shot them and don't have them anymore. They're down to a trickle. They're pretty much everything they have is gone. I don't know. Can you name one thing that's not gone, or can you name one thing that's doing well? You know, if you read the papers, you think we're tied. You think we're in a tough battle. We are roaming free over Tehran.
On national news, back home, a major corruption scandal is unfolding within South Africa's law enforcement ranks. 12 police officers have been arrested in connection with a controversial 360 million rand contract linked to businessman Ket Matlala. The arrests follow an investigation into alleged irregularities surrounding the awarding of the contract, raising serious concerns about procurement processes within South African police service. Authorities say the accused officers are expected to face charges related to fraud, corruption, and possible abuse of public office. The case has once again placed a spotlight on systematic challenges within law enforcement and the ongoing fight to restore public trust in state institutions. Meanwhile, in the Eastern Cape, the Department of Public Works and Infrastructure is expected to conduct a damage assessment of the Buotha Sikau building in the Mthatha CBD. It comes hours after firefighters managed to contain a blaze at the historic building. It is still unclear what caused the blaze. The historic building is known for housing several government departments, including transport, social development, and health, among others. Most parts of the 11-story building were destroyed. Police have confirmed that an investigation is underway. And in local news here in Johannesburg, a brazen killing in the heart of the city has once again exposed the city losing its grip on law and order. A 35-year-old lawyer from Krugersdorp, Shinette Galichan, was gunned down in broad daylight outside the CCMA offices in the Joburg CBD, shot just meters from one of the country's key labor institutions. Witnesses say the attacker walked up and opened fire at close range before fleeing into a car nearby, in what police believe may have been a targeted hit. This is a chilling message. If professionals can be executed in the open streets of Johannesburg in the middle of the day, what does that say about the state of the city? This is a city where violence no longer waits for darkness. The killing of Shinette leaves a question hanging over Johannesburg. Not who fired the shots, but how this keeps happening in plain sight. Police have launched a manhunt, but for many residents, another question remains. Who really controls the streets of Joburg? This has been your world, your nation, and your city. For the Gentleman's Club on Bogart Radio, my name is Rabbi Road. Uncle Zach, back to you in studio.
Thank you very, very much, Mr. Robbie Rote, with intensive news update. And I mean, I think every time we listen to the news, especially by Robbie Rote, he paints such a beautiful picture, in-depth sort of analysis of what's happening in a very short space of time. So shout out to you, Mr. Robbie Rote. All right, gents, I mean, he raised a couple of things. First of all, the war in Iran is just a bit tiring, man. Like, it's as if we're just watching a movie that just doesn't want to end, man.
The thing is that Trump doesn't want to admit it that he has lost. Trump does not want to get out of the Middle East. Trump does not want to settle down. And he just wants to sacrifice, soldiers, because I think it was, 2,500 troops that he... 3,000. He wants to, send there. Iran. And the other day he threatened Iran that he will literally blow their power plant. And Iran was like, do it now, my guy. You do it. We are going to blow their water. They call it what?
Water desalination.
Desalination, We're going to blow those Gulf countries. We're going to blow their water desalination plants. What you going to do? I did nothing.
And that's the thing, is I mean, they're in the desert, so they only rely on these water desalination plants. because how else do they have clean fresh water?
They gonna drink
They
oil.
take salt water, turn it
Yeah,
into
yeah.
drinking water. Now, if Iran damages all of that, what are they gonna do in these Gulf countries?
And do you know whose idea was that? Who made it possible?
Who?
The infamous actually Gaddafi made that from Libya. He's the one who came up with that first.
The
And
water
this is how he.
desalination.
Yeah, this is how he.
I thought
also-
Israel did.
No, he came up with it first before
Hey,
Israel.
I first saw them in Israel. But
Aye.
listen,
So you mean to tell
I saw the technology they have in Israel, especially around this and food development. I was
No,
amazed.
Israel is advanced. Don't
Yeah,
play around
forget
with
the
them.
politics.
Yeah, but yeah,
forget
don't
the political tensions, but just look at the kind of technology.
the technology they have. No, they are the leading
I
ones.
got a question here.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
So you're telling me
yeah.
that you could take salt water
Yeah.
and turn it into fresh water?
Yes.
So what can I do with self? You turn my salt water in me into fresh water.
What's the water?
No,
you
dude.
have?
I need to be fresh out here. Hey, totally hydrated 24/7. No Charlie horses.
God damn, bro.
So the moment they blow those up, that's their lifeline.
Absolutely. But let's take a listen to this. Trump was asked, how did you decide that you are going to attack Iran? And like, how, like what happened? So take a listen to this.
I called Pete, I called General Kane, I called a lot of our great people. We have great people. And I said, let's talk. We got a problem in the Middle East. We have a country known as Iran that for 47 years has been just a purveyor of terror. And they're very close to having a nuclear weapon. We can keep going and get that 50,000 up to 55 and 60 is no end. Or we can take a stop and make a little journey into the Middle East and eliminate a big problem. And Pete, I think you were the first one to speak up. And you said, let's do it, because you can't let them have a nuclear weapon.
So there you have it, man. I mean, he called Pete. I think Pete is a
is the
very
defense
reliable.
He's the defense
Reliable,
secretary. That's the secretary of
scumbag.
defense. So how is he? No, he put him under the bus. He threw him under the bus,
Yeah,
bro.
Pete, you were the first one.
Yeah, you the one who came up
I
with
go
this
down,
idea
you go
to
down,
attack.
buddy. Hey, buddy. I mean, a little bitty Middle East problem. Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I know it wasn't
Frickin'
my
bad.
doing. I asked Pete first.
Yeah, good job, Pete.
You
It's
should
your
have seen
fault.
the video on how Pete looked when he said that. Pete was on. Oh my guy, you threw me under the bus, right?
You just put a target on Pete's forehead.
And Pete is young.
Yeah,
Like how
he
did
was
he just?
young. That dude turned 75 on that minute.
No, not Trump. Pete.
Oh, Pete
Pete
was
is
young.
still young. He's still
Now,
young.
let me tell you about Pete, right? Now, he's the most useless
Talking about Pete Hedgehog.
secretary
Yeah.
What's his
of
name?
defense in the
Defense-
world. Let me
defense
tell
secretary.
you. Yeah. So his name is Pete Hegseth.
Oh, Hex, I thought it was Hedgehog. I'm sorry.
Well, he may as well be. So this guy is was born June 6th, 1980.
1980.
He's an American government official, and he's a former television personality who served since 2025 as the 29th United States Secretary of Defense.
Wow.
He was never in the army or anything like that. He came straight from doing weekend TVs, shows.
Yo.
He was a weekend TV guy.
He's the cable guy.
He's a cable guy. And they made him the Secretary of Defense.
Guys, it's the same thing with Zelensky and Macron. Come on.
I'm wondering if can Trump take a guy like that and make him his dentist?
He probably can make him his heart surgeon because you know.
Do you
heart
think
got
he
no-
can do that?
Trump ain't got no heart, man.
No, I feel like they're just placing people whom they can control.
Loyalists.
Loyalists, whom they can just tell them what to do.
puppet master.
You know, yeah. So it's easy. Even the FBI kind of gang. Who's this guy? The Indian guy. I forgot him.
he's
He's also not
useless.
qualified as
He's a
well
useless idiot.
to be in that position.
idiots, man.
The head of FBI. Yes, he's not in
This is
position for
comedy,
him to be
yo.
there.
This is like
it
straight
is.
Comedy Central 2026 Trump style.
It
He's
is.
a clown, this guy.
But I want to ask this to you guys.
Yeah.
What's the end game? What do you think is the end game? Because now what Iran is saying is that their end game is for the United States to leave the Middle East. You can be in Israel. We don't care. But all those Gulf countries which are facing us, which are friends in a way, You need to leave. They don't want any military base, just like how Putin also was like, hey, Zelensky, my guy, please do not put the military base in front of our... Then he did not, and he wanted to join NATO. What's the end game for you guys?
I think with Iran, right? Iran wants to take over the Middle East. So they have a strategy here. They don't want anything to do with anyone other than the Middle East as a Muslim world. Number one. They want to...
I don't think so, eh?
If they're going to bomb... So think about this. We're brothers, okay? You're our brother, but you're fighting with another brother who's not a brother.
Yeah.
You decide that you're going to bomb all of your brothers because the brothers are doing business with people who are associated with your enemy or your enemy.
I will do
So
that.
now you bomb them to show that you're the bigger brother.
No. Well, at least from what I understand is that... From what I understand is that Iran is going after the American bases
Yeah.
that are in those countries. Because they attacked those bases.
You're still attacking your brother.
No.
So the thing is, who's attacking Iran? It's those bases in those countries. Because America was not firing anything from the U.S. soils.
That's true.
They were
But-
not firing anything from the U.S. soils. They were
Technically
firing
correct, right?
everything from... And remember, America had been building on to this sort of conflict. They were ready. That's why they were buying so much weapons. They were ready for war. And they were just itching. Like, somebody just step on my shoe, I'm going to bomb them up. And then they got the right person, like Trump, who, fell for the trap that was set for him to go and attack a country that had got nothing to do with the U.S.
I want to say this. In November 2025, Saudi Arabia Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman told U.S. President Donald Trump that the kingdom would increase investment in the U.S. To nearly $1 trillion, elevating a previous discussion of a $600 billion commitment. This deal's announced during a White House meeting, cover artificial intelligence, technology, energy, and defense. So my say is that you are making deals with this, I should call it a continent here, North America. Do you understand? You're making a deal with our enemy, and it's a 1.5 trillion deal, a 10-year one. And these people have been terrorizing us for the past 48 years. That's why we have underground bunkers and all that. That's why we are out here, more of a military country instead of us living, because they have a religious type of state there. But now they became militant. You understand? So you're telling me now, if somebody is making a deal with my enemy next door, and that deal is a big deal, and it's span of about 10 years, I'm not going to retaliate. I am going to retaliate. I'm going to break it apart. You understand? So all of them could have saved Gaza, but they didn't. So now you're telling me that, okay, cool. Now I'm getting blown up. The 12-day war, I was getting blown up. You did nothing. You didn't try to intervene. So, yes, the big brother might want to, hey, guys, I want to rule the Middle East. But in a way, you guys are not the true, actually, Persian royalty to be ruling that. They are what? Their regimes are like their puppets as well. They've just put them there.
Isn't it something? Eh?
Yeah,
quite
they
a
are
story.
not. Yes.
How
So-
does this pan out? Somebody drops a nuke and we all turn to chicken wings?
You see, that's what I wanted to ask. Your end game. What do you think America should do now?
There's UFOs in story here now. They're here.
Look, I mean, I think right now it's kind of difficult for us to predict what's going to happen because we didn't foresee what's happening right now.
It came quick, didn't it?
It came very quick.
Yeah.
I really think that the galactic culture is going to speak up soon.
Well,
the UFO movement.
Do you think? I think they will come
they're
in.
going to
if,
stop this.
If a nuclear, if they drop a nuclear.
I mean,
yeah.
remember, Trump is of ancient of days, man. He don't have long on Earth. So he's
Yeah.
doing the worst.
So I want to say a special shout out to our president for stepping up and for calling
Truly.
for peace, as well as the Brazilian
Absolutely.
president.
As
I think
always.
Absolutely.
the two of them have been standing up and calling Trump out.
Absolutely.
And Trump is not fit to lead.
He's not a leader.
In
man.
fact, they should invoke one of their constitutional rights that allows for them to say that this president is not fit to lead.
They try, but see, here's the problem, right? Just the way he appointed Pete Heghod, or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Pete. I keep
Hexed,
messing
yeah.
your name up. Hog Hedge, I don't know. Headless Horseman.
Yeah.
I don't
Hexed,
know.
yeah.
Hexed, yeah.
How you say it? I don't know.
Hexed, yeah.
Hexahead, yeah. Anyway, you appoint people who are not purposed to be in those positions because you want dummies to work for you. Okay, they don't buck your system. They do what you say. They're yes boys and yes girls. Now you've had one run in office for 4 years, so you know the lay of the land. You came back in to destroy. Trump is responsible for the insurrection that happened in the past.
Yeah.
He goes as far as to appoint people who are part of that, locked up in jail or held accountable, to be a part of ICE. So here's a person who is literally a colonizer, a son of a slave master mentality, trying to control everybody for his own gain. And believe you me, this story runs deeper than we know because I'm not going to tell you the real. I've just been blessed to be in a lot of countries, and I can tell you right now that the regular people on the ground have no concept of the games these grown men, little boys with toys, are playing. I don't know Putin. I don't know Trump. I definitely don't ever want to know Netanyahu. These are men, and the others, all of them, they have a greedy agenda, man.
So Lula, the Brazilian president, which I admire this guy. I think him and our
Lula,
cupcake, they are so cute together.
Best friends.
So Brazilian President Mr. Lula says he slams Trump. He says we can't have somebody thinking he's the owner of the world and wakes up in the morning and says, I'll take Greenland, I'll take Panama Canal, I'll take
Right.
Cuba, I'll take Venezuela, and I'll bomb Iran.
How, man? What
So
is this guy?
He's just not fit to lead, man.
He's not.
But you know what I love about Trump, guys? He got the cojones. Come on, let's
No,
be
he doesn't
honest,
have none, man. That's the
no,
problem.
he
They took
does,
him.
guys. No,
He's angry.
no. Looking at the world and saying that, you know what, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take. We are tired of, I know diplomacy. All the our
Yeah, he a
president is
dog
he
about
is
it.
trained in
No,
one.
he's breaking the
You
laws.
understand?
He's
Yeah,
a
I know.
crook,
But
international
for him, come on, how many people have been? Okay, we're not supposed to. Yeah, it's okay. Not gonna talk about that. But I'm saying,
So she's
even
a-
if he is, he told the UN to also go jump off. He told NATO to also go jump off. What I love, not love actually, admire.
Watch your
you
words,
know?
brother.
Yeah. And
But
yeah.
drink to that.
I love-
drink to
hey,
that, my
love-
tea.
What I
Oh.
admire of his character is he's straightforward.
Yeah.
He
You know,
is.
even if his dementia is literally, killing
Yeah,
him
yeah,
slowly,
yes.
but he's straightforward and we know who we're dealing with now.
Yeah.
So why don't we also go and be straightforward instead of just telling you know what, diplomacy, tell him, bruh, we're not gonna play this game that you're playing. We are done. Please take all of your military bases out. We are out of this. Yeah? But also the funny thing is that Trump back in the days,
He was friends.
he was
They're friends.
he was a great guy.
So you mean to tell me? So look, here's
What
here's
changed?
the catch. I'm gonna tell you what changed. This is my perspective.
You got old.
Nope. When they put that fool in jail.
When they who Trump?
Yep.
Oh, he got pissed off.
I mean, you running
the
around with the
Democrats
same.
pissed him off- the
You running
Democrats
around
pissed
with the same people now calling you the enemy, but y'all all ate the same food together. And
So the
made same-
Democrats pissed him off.
people who were supposedly Democrats. So they put him in jail, right? Then he comes out and he wins the election.
How long was he in jail?
God.
Do we call being in a hotel a jail?
I mean, the fact that you put a snob in jail. Let's just be honest.
It's crazy, man. But you did ask what is the end game. So
Yeah,
Iran has a sort of an end game.
Okay.
So you know that Strait of Hormuz?
Yeah, Strait of
Everybody
Hormuz,
passes
yeah.
there. So now they sort of put like a gate there. Imagine an imaginary gate.
How long is it? Is it what?
I don't know how many kilometers. So, but anyway, so what they're saying here, he says, the Iranian minister says, let me be absolutely clear. The Iranian minister addressing the international community. So he says countries around the world routinely charge massive fees for critical maritime choke points.
Yeah.
In Egypt, for example, they collect between $200,000 and $700,000 per transit through the Suez Canal, and large tankers and container ships often exceeding $1 million to pass there. That's one. Two, Panama imposes fees ranging from $100,000 to $450,000 for vessels crossing the Panama Canal, with the larger Neo-Panamax ships paying up to $500,000. In Turkey, to go past there through the Bosphorus Strait comes with its own cost. Similarly, both Canada and the United States impose fees along the St. Lawrence Seaway. So they too are going to charge for you to pass there. And how much do they want? $2 million.
Well, you got it. Pay it. What the hell are you talking? $2 million.
So basically,
That's it?
And basically, they were saying, we used to let you guys pass for free.
Now you got to pay. So
Now
they're
you gotta
fighting
pay.
over money.
Now
You
they're
see.
paying over money.
Yeah.
You
So,
see,
you
a whole
know,
world war over some $2
So that's
million.
the end.
yeah.
The end game
well,
is
it's
pay the
not
money.
really the,
Yeah, but
It's a
America
start.
is not.
It's a
America is
start.
not going to be there for America in the Middle East. It's going to diminish here. But the thing is, the government of Israel wants this to happen. Do you understand? So, but it is what it is, man.
So yeah,
It's a
man,
lot of money, man.
crazy, man.
It's money. Again, it's the old boys. They all play poker together. And somebody get mad through their toys, man.
Yeah.
You see?
I
very
want to have that
interesting.
power, guys. Like,
I
what do
don't-
you
I
think?
don't want
How's
it.
that power?
I
That
don't
type of
want it.
power. I want that, man. I just want to experience
what-
that type of power.
Not saying this to you, but I mean, remember the Epstein files as being this was a misdirection.
Yeah.
Because I think these countries have footage on this Epstein stuff, man.
But what? No. Besides being humiliated and being, being captured, to have this power, what would you do, Uncles? Like, since you understand, you know about politics more. What would you do if you're given that power to be sitting in those seats and to be talking to such powerful people, and you also have a voice? Your voice also causes some vibration because you're a South African. You know that we are rich in uranium, eh? Like hey man, I can talk now, knowing that we're protected. What would you do?
Well, I mean, I think for me to take the cue, I take the cue from a country that has the best international policies, and it's South Africa. That's why we have great trade partners.
Yeah.
That's why we work with everyone. We work with countries that were even labeled as like Iran right now. We're friends with them. We were friends with Cuba. We were friends with Libya. We're friends with everyone.
Are you
And
still
we call
friends
for
with
peace.
Are you still friends with the United States?
Yeah.
We're still friends with
We-
the United
yeah.
States. We do business with the United States. We
Yes.
tell them, and look at how respectful our president was, because he
was.
understands that
Very,
America is our biggest trade partner.
This is a fact.
And he went and respected him and went to the Oval Office and he sat there and he listened
he
to
kept
this.
quiet.
Yeah.
And he kept quiet. So I think we've got the best in sort of internationalists to learn from, to understand that you are dealing with boys with low self-esteem and powerful weapons.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
like the way you put that.
You know,
And they're old.
and they're old,
And they
they don't
cankerous.
and luckily our president has money, so it made things better. He's a billionaire's boy
Yeah.
club, so he's able to sit that with them at that level, and he can
Sure.
see that this one, the power got to their heads.
Ne?
Yeah, the infection is in there.
Ne?
Yeah. So
Sure.
so I think that's what I would do. I would learn from what Cyril Ramaphosa is doing. If you look at how Ronald Lamola, who's the Minister of International Relations, that guy's boss, bro. Like, what he's doing is absolutely exceptional.
It's amazing.
If you understand international politics, you'll see exactly how we're doing it. If you look at South Africa, the way we trade, bro, like I was actually explaining to someone, I said, my kids buy from Shein and Temu, bro. They get their things delivered like yesterday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's never been that fast to buy anything from China.
But to bring it back home, I think that's why we lambast too much of our leaders, like as you said, Ronald from Derco, and also our president as well. We they're not doing anything at home, but when it comes to international relations, when it comes to geopolitics, they're they're renowned the best and all that. So what are they doing at home, which is causing this riff-raff amongst us as the citizens? Because when we're looking at them, how international people are looking at them, it's not the same.
So at home is like this, bro. It's like at home, they've managed to build a South Africa that is stronger than a South Africa of 30 years ago.
Fact.
Compare GDP.
Yeah. Fact.
Compare incomes. Compare workers' rights. We have better workers' rights than we did 30 years ago. Minimum wage of today is better than it was yesterday. The education levels of a black kid today,
It's better
it's
than
better
it-
than
yeah.
it was yesterday. The fact that we are black, there is 5 of us in the studio in Sandton, was never possible 5 years ago. The fact that we've got ladies who are black, who are young, who are doing what they're doing technically in the
Yeah.
background, it has never happened before. So there's been a lot. So, and then I think South Africans are frustrated by the influx of foreigners, illegal ones, and we are battling between us and them for scraping for the economy. Like, if you go, like, for instance, where I come from, bro, like the informal settlement, 90% of the people that live there now are all foreign nationals.
Wow. So who has dropped the ball, actually? That's what I've been asking. Like, when it comes to home politics now, like governing home, who has
So
dropped the ball? Because of, yes, our president is supposed to go out, and he's our father. He's supposed to go and fend for us out there. And I've been telling my people, I'm like, guys, at the end of the day, we're not fighting as much as we used to back in the days. Come on. Yes, I understand the unemployment rate is high, but to be honest, guys, we are still, other countries, South Africans are just looking at themselves like, Rastafari. I'm like, other countries are going through the worst
So if
in Africa.
If unemployment is high, is the highest in South Africa, does that include all the foreign illegal in?
Do you
So if you are here in South Africa in December, you'll see how many people actually leave South Africa in December. All the foreigners leave, bro. Zimbabweans, all of them, they all go. They all go. So if you say unemployment, you are counting them.
As well.
So of course we'll be high.
So who's dropping the ball here at home?
It's countries in the SADC area, bro.
Thank you.
Lesotho is not doing enough.
Thank you.
Namibia, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, all those
Yes.
countries are all messed up.
Yeah.
All the countries, those countries are almost equal to Johannesburg. You don't even compare them to South Africa.
GDP wise.
Botswana is got about 2 million people. Johannesburg's got 6 million. I'm just saying Botswana.
Yeah, just Botswana. Like, yeah.
It's not even bigger than Gauteng.
Nah, Swaziland is even worse.
Namibia,
Yo.
they are smaller than our provinces. So you can't compare South Africa to any SADC country.
So Vela, I'll go to New York. This is the New York of...
Exactly.
Ne?
Yeah. You compare South Africa, you don't compare South Africa. Compare Joburg to like other, you don't even compare Joburg to any African city.
No, you don't.
There's no city like Joburg. There's no city like Cape Town in any African state. There's no city like Durban in any African state. All their cities are like, Polokwane used to be a backward city. Even
But
Polokwane
now-
is better than most
Now,
of those.
yes.
Like go to Botswana and compare, what do you compare Gaborone to?
Yeah, compared to it.
Tell me one city in Africa, Harare. Okay. Can you compare Harare to Joburg?
There's nothing like South Africa in the
Exactly.
diaspora, man. I've been in multiple countries. Nothing. And that's not a knock against the other countries.
It's not.
South Africa simply has the most equitable assets. It also has the most powerful infrastructure as it's building. It's not all the way there yet, but it's definitely not a lot of the other countries. People actually tend to work together here. It might not be the perfect situation, but the mobility and the ability to be free, foreign folks can come into the country. You just got to work on how they're here and how they stay. So you have to regulate their movement.
Absolutely.
If they go through proper channels to be licensed and documented and registered to be here, then they're citizens. And
I think,
it would
yeah.
be good not to give up citizenship, because I think the diaspora ought to be the United Nations or United States of Africa, where you can move freely throughout the diaspora, 54 countries, because we're Africans. And any foreign returning African who was lost to colonization, transatlantic slavery, Arab slave trade, they also must be given the right to come back to anywhere in the continent, because We didn't ask to be stuck in those countries. We didn't ask to be stuck in America the way we went.
Absolutely. And if you look at South Africa right now, our tourism numbers are up there, bro.
The highest ever.
And then why are people coming here, bro?
Come on, man.
Why are they coming here for holiday? And why are they deciding to jump the borders
And stay.
go through the crocodiles,
Yes.
walk with the flipping snakes, and get to South Africa? Like, you know, it's how dangerous it
And
is. To,
why are others coming back? Yeah,
Why?
we know you. Why are you coming back?
Yeah.
You said we are genociding. You're coming back.
They made a mistake. They thought, see, remember, like, okay, let's look at America, right? Because America has two faces. One face, it was a land of freedom, the home of the brave. Immigrants could come. Trump has destroyed that, all of it. But a lot of those folks that were coming weren't people like us. You see? We were there, but we've been in bondage. 3/5 of a
you
person,
couldn't move,
you know, slavery. I mean, there's just so many things. The civil rights of the people who look like you and me have never been honored in America the way they should. America has never apologized correctly for the rape and pillage of our people, ever. White men like Trump, and I'll put it out there, I'm not afraid, I will say it the way it is. This racist, colonizing slave driver needs to be shut down. He's evil. That's it.
yeah.
Because he's killing beautiful people around the world. The Iranians are brown-skinned people, man. This dude hates black folks. Let's be honest.
Hey, man, crazy stuff, bro. So let's bring it back home, gents. So South Africa, interestingly, I mean, it's not to say that we don't have problems. Please, that's not what we are trying to say.
Yeah,
here.
we're not.
We've got so much big problems, man. Listen, but something very positive happened.
Okay.
Okay, so let me tell you what happened. 12 senior South African police officers have been arrested with Ketmatla Labafwetu. Can you believe it? 12 senior? 12. These 12. All right.
Senior.
So
No, I'm just shocked.
yeah. So listen to this. All right. Rather than me telling you guys what happened, like South Africa is turning the page, man. Like I've never seen so many people being arrested, or being threatened, or their possessions have been taken. Just recently, the SIU and the NPA have said that they've collected over 16 billion of corruption money.
Yeah, bro.
16 billion.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
great.
Never in our lifetime have we ever seen people who stole money and that money has been returned to government.
I
It's
don't
never
think
happened
it's never
anywhere.
in the world.
Never. Never.
No sitting president in South Africa has ever done that.
No sitting
Yeah.
president has ever done that.
Even during the apartheid times.
Yeah. And also, here is that same party crucifying its own members now. They are going after first of all, the first MP to ever be arrested in South Africa was Vincent Smith. He was arrested 3 weeks ago. He got 7 years for corruption with Bosasa.
Wow.
7.
You didn't know?
No, I didn't. Like, I've been on the road. Remember, like, when it comes to I didn't. I wasn't.
They are arresting these people. One by one, they fall.
Is this from the Madlanga Commission?
Well, that was from the Zondo Commission.
Oh, Zondo. Oh, at least
Yeah,
the
the
Zondo is making something happy.
Zondo collected 16 billion back, and then there's over 200 cases. So people's cases are still in court. But we know that there's a problem with our justice system and our courts and our lawyers and our judges, because Mkwanazi told us how corrupt many of them have become. So if the case is in court, most likely that somebody can pay a judge, pay a court, and then it can delay it, and then it doesn't face its stay in court. You can say the government is not dealing with arresting people. Kantu, who arrests people? Government, or is it the justice system?
It's the justice system.
That's why I was asking who's dropping the ball, and I love the fact you said the SADC areas and also coming to South Africa as well. We're looking at our president, we're like, guys, this guy is busy with other things. That's why he has his own cabinet people, ministers, to run things. I can't be at the same, like, born 1,000 places at once. I can't.
It's not possible.
It's appointment of powers, man. Everybody has a role to play.
Yeah.
Take a listen to this, gents, because it's never happened anywhere else where so many cops get arrested for corruption for a tender of 360 million rand.
Yeah.
The NPA's IDAC, that is the Investigative Directorate Against Corruption, has effected an arrest of 12 senior police officers today and a director of a company in relation to the irregular awarding of a tender to Medicare 24. All accused are expected to make their first appearance before the Pretoria Magistrates Court on charges of corruption, fraud and contravention of the PFMA.
So there you have it, gents. And of course, interesting to see and hear that one by one they are being arrested.
Question.
Yeah.
Ukuphi Maumela?
Maumela, I don't know.
Because he's
Maumela.
like the biggest one there when it comes to that one. Because they just spoke about, money being taken from the hospitals and all that. He's one of the, at the Tembisa hospital, remember the tender?
Remember, there are lots of cases.
Yeah.
Let's say there are 300 cases.
Mm.
And Maumela is one of them.
But
Because
doesn't
one
that
by
take-
one, they've been dealing with them. Now it's the Matlala one to deal with that. And now you've seen all of them, they're all coming out. And if you follow the presidency, you'll see what he issues out to the SIU almost every week or every second week, where he says, go and deal with this matter. So, and then they go after them.
come.
So I think Maumela is not going to last very long.
Yeah, because I was like, shouldn't that take preference since that one involves like Boba Peter and also on how it got our president also involved as well.
But also you must understand that he's got money and he can use legal systems to exhaust and fight off government before anything happens to him.
You see when I say I need this power?
You need power, chief. But here's a guy, a politician who's also been named in all of the stuff that's been coming out. And I mean, a lot of them are now, there's so much coming out. They did say that 2026, a lot is going to show up.
Yes.
What happens in the dark comes out. So here's an interesting dude. He's a politician who kept changing his mind about the specific general all the way. I mean, there's a general who comes from the dusty streets of KZN. He's become like our John Rambo.
Okay.
Hey, this guy is he's not scared, man.
Okay.
Mkhwanazi.
Oh, Ram Khonas. Yeah, I
Hey,
know
have you
that.
heard about Mkhwanazi?
I'm like, what general are you talking about? There's only one guy that I know
There's
from.
only one general. No,
No.
even the real general is not the real one.
Even the soldier ones, they're not the real generals.
They're not.
Okay.
General Mkhwanazi has shook the country, and thanks to him that we are where we are today.
Before you play that, do you know that this guy walks alone?
Yeah, he did tell us.
Wow.
He walks with Most High.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's only protected when he's at work and all that, when he has his troops, but he doesn't want to exhaust Imal,
Yeah.
Other people were commenting saying, I saw him at the mall alone. Or I saw him at the mall walking with one guy. I saw him at the mall. He was even taking pictures. Now, how? Sway, are you that brave?
No, but he's not ordinary, man. He's like Van Damme, man. That guy is highly trained, bro.
Hey,
The state put a couple of millions to train that guy.
to train that dude.
He's a monster.
So he's not ordinary. So try and check him and you'll...
Yeah, you'll see.
He's like the...
Put the mitts on you.
Yeah.
He's not Pete, yeah.
Go ahead, something.
If you guys recall last year, he called us to a family meeting to announce all the stuff that we now see today.
Yeah.
So many people were ululating in the streets, were like, all of us were like, Mkhwanazi
Gave
is
him
for president
cows,
and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And here's a politician who also jumped ship and said, listen, Mkhwanazi is the best.
Oh, I thought
Take
you
a listen to this.
Yeah.
Mkhwanazi is us. We support General Ntantla Mkhwanazi. We are not ashamed of General Ntantla Mkhwanazi. We are calling upon more Mkhwanazis in the police to come out and fight crime and syndicate that has captured the police, that has captured our country. Say to Mkhwanazi, Pesquabo, you must never retreat. You must make sure that KZN becomes a better place.
A few moments later.
Mkhwanazi, we are not fanatics of Mkhwanazi. Right now we are not ball boys of Mkhwanazi or ball girls of Mkhwanazi. We stand with the truth. And if you plunder, we will tell you this is not right. We don't care whether it's Mkhwanazi or not.
But interestingly, if you see the videos of when he was praising Mkhwanazi, people are, and then
now
when
they're
he
like-
says, people are like, they're looking at each other, they're like,
Looking down,
EFF leader.
How do you say two messages with the same intensity?
No, he got touched because Mkhwanazi mentioned him, and Mkhwanazi did not say any ill intentions that he did. He just mentioned him that, no, man, I met you through General Khan. I met you through, do you understand? You know all those people who are implicated, and you know them, Malema. You know them. You see, so Malema just got a bit,
He got
shook.
scared.
Yeah, he got shook.
you
Like,
mean
why are
it-
you mentioning my name?
Wait.
But-
So he mentioned his name, and
Yeah.
and my brother just got
No. It wasn't even Mkhwanazi who mentioned his name.
Oh, it wasn't
the
even
guy
Mkhwanazi.
who mentioned his name first was Nkotsi, because they were talking about the corruption tender scandals
Yeah.
that's happening in Tshwane, the security tender. That one of the companies that was submitted that won a tender was actually linked to Julius Malema. Yeah. So now he goes on and attacks the wrong guy.
Yes, like, but Mkhwanazi did not even mention your name.
But
like-
also, I think Mkhwanazi, in the letter that, because he got a letter from a guy in jail, and this guy was in jail with Kat Matlala. So now these dudes are chilling together in jail, right?
He's singing.
Because what else do you do in jail, bro? You become intimate with your partner.
Yeah.
So this guy is sitting with Kat. Kat's telling him all the stories, like blah 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 blah. So this guy writes a letter and he says, actually, I was with Kat before he was moved to like KZN, to some maximum security there. Then he writes a letter. The letter gets through to Mkhwanazi, through many people's hands. And Mkhwanazi says, when he reads the letter in the ad hoc committee, he says, I received this letter from this guy in prison. And I have not verified it, but some of the contents contained in the letter are a true reflection of what happened. Because I met with Kat and we were at this hotel, and all the stuff this guy has put on this letter about our meeting with Kat, there is no way this guy would have known all that. That's why the rest of the other stuff we can test to see if it's true, but at least some of it is true because that's what happened based on my interaction with Kat Matala.
Okay.
And he made it clear. He said, I have a disclaimer. Do you allow me to read this thing? I got this letter. And the committee chair said, go ahead, present your case.
Yes.
And then that's where the guy, and now everybody got whims. He mentioned Julius, and he mentioned in that letter Gayton McKenzie.
Yeah, McKenzie's there as well.
McKenzie, that he's involved with drug dealers. He's making drug dealers money. All sorts of scandals.
Didn't
are
they
now
say he has
coming.
also like a drug dealing plant also, Mackenzie?
Well, let's take a listen to Mackenzie now,
Okay.
because he can answer himself. Eyo, Mackenzie, tell us, brother, do you know anything about Kat Matlala?
I don't know Katie, I don't know what is his surname now. I don't know these people. I don't know these big five guys. I've never met them. I've never had. I mean, for me to say that a photo can appear tomorrow, then I'll be like a liar. So I'm telling you, I don't know these people. Everyone is not so maar ek kan nou reg terug gaan by lewe pilletjies verkoop. Ek wil nie vir hulle sê hoe ver hoe die Here my geseën.
This guy killed.
No, man, Gayton, man, don't lie to us
Don't
like
think
that.
we are.
Gayton.
I mean, his brother, his partner, his deputy president was found in a house of a criminal, known criminal. And they found him in his house. And then now he doesn't know all the other criminals. Come on. And you are an ex-con yourself.
Guys, what? Like, I get it. South Africa says guilty till proven, but again, innocent till proven guilty. I get it. So,
No. That concept does not work.
when it comes to those
No,
two
so
now,
if we find you red-handed and we catch you, we must still try and prove it in court.
But
And you can still win in court.
you found me there with a journalist. You didn't find me there alone.
No, you see, you know how many people, even with the camera in shot, the lawyers can prove that you obtained that document or that footage illegally.
Yeah.
And if you can't disclose how you got it, the person can walk scot-free.
Yeah.
Guys-
Even though you have seen in court that this person did this. But the lawyer there has proven that you got it by scrupulous means. You tap somebody, you put a camera in somebody's property, and you caught them, and therefore the lawyer has managed to defend you.
But did you hear me discussing any illicit things? No. Guys, it's like the same thing right now. We like taking pictures. Yeah, Princely. We are at your show. Yeah. Then the next thing I come out as one of the biggest drug lords out there. Like, hey, You knew Brensley. Hey, Zach, you knew him personally, bro. Like, so.
I saw you there.
Yeah, like,
it's you.
What's happening?
No, but we got to look at your history also.
Okay.
We got to say, but this guy's been in jail a couple of times.
Yeah, he was gangster.
He's been a gangster a couple
I've
of
been
times.
rehabilitated, guys.
Bruh.
Also, you're not believing in our institution, rehabilitated bargaining.
It's a thin line.
It's a thin line. How?
Love and
line.
hate, bro.
So you don't believe the guys like he doesn't know them?
No. There's no way.
Maybe he's saying I don't have an interaction with them, but I know of them. I've heard of them.
That's why Uncle Zach was saying like a PA out here eating stock or like.
Hey, you forgot to talk about something.
Wait, hold on. There's one last one, just a response, because there's a battlefield between these politicians. So yesterday, one of the politicians, member of parliament, she's serving in an ad hoc committee. Darlene James, she's actually a friend of mine. Hello, Darlene.
Amazing.
Darlene James went and opened up a case against the minister, Gayton McKenzie.
I saw that.
So here's what she had to say. Darlene, tell us, what happened there?
When a minister takes to social media platforms and basically says, I have security, tells the entire world that he has security, exposing me. People can interpret that in any given way. He knows for a fact that we have been probing allegations in terms of his deputy president as well as him being at the homes of drug cartels, people murderers. I am meant to probe that. The other thing is, I'm not sure if people think because I'm a colored and he is colored, we're not meant to hold each other to account. South Africa is going through the most, and I'm going to probe wherever our community is sort of exposed to drug cartels, and whenever there's smoke and red flags, ek gaan nie vra. So no one's going to try and intimidate me by doing lives. I've had enough.
Mr. King of Lies.
I love her. The way that she's so fierce, this one.
She's so fierce. And I mean, Gayton McKenzie, he loves to do these live Facebooks, just to address matters. He's like Trump. He reminds me of Trump.
Yeah.
They want to announce
social,
to the world. So, yeah, man. All right. So you've got another issue that you wanted us to discuss. And I mean, this is just the problems South Africa is facing right now. Because earlier on, we talked about the successes and blah, blah, blah. But of course, we've got our own issues.
I got a cow problem.
A cow problem?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so basically, the cow issue.
I got an issue with the cow, man.
Okay, tell us the issue, brother.
What happened?
Yeah, we should have spoken about that one at first.
I need to understand. I can't, I need to know.
From politics to cows now.
Yeah. All right. So we got about 8 minutes. There's one more story I want to share with you guys that's happening in Joburg right now. So the cow issue is because one of our guests was supposed to come through. It's these two young guys. They call themselves the Legends. And what was supposed to happen was that they were going to be our guests this morning. And one of them was transporting a cow in a trailer. And this was before he comes here. So it's all the way in Pretoria, the outskirts of Pretoria, some rural village there. And so the cow fell off the trailer.
So he did not lock the trailer?
No, so he showed me, it's like where you close the cage of the trailer, they put like a wire there. Or like a
chicken wire.
They didn't put a lock, so they put something, and that thing came out. And when it came out, so it kept on, I think, bumping, and then it came off, and then the cow fell, and the cow died in the middle of the road.
Yeah,
so now he says to me, we can't pick up the cow and put it back in the trailer.
You gotta cut it. You gotta make the beef.
So now they got to cut the cow right there, and I think as we speak, they're busy
making steaks.
They're busy making steaks.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why we don't have a guest in this hour. So the Legends were meant to be here and give us a performance, and
that's a performance, bro.
That's a performance.
So we'll have them next time. But I think that
they gotta bring steaks.
They were talking to the ancestors. The ancestors like we want it now.
Yeah.
Don't waste time. Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely. So man, that's how we have it, man. Crazy.
I want steaks when they come, man. We gotta make it worth the time.
We need to ask them, man. You said your last story. Man. Now we got 6 minutes left. Your last story.
Yeah. All right, gents. So right now there's a story that went down. Is that There's something happening in the city of Johannesburg today, and what's happening is the city of Johannesburg is giving title deeds to residents. And in fact, I wanted to play a clip from the chief whip of council. His name is Khazamula Chauke. I had a chat with him yesterday, and when I spoke to the chief whip, now let me explain what the chief whip is, right? So you've got a council. In council, you've got the mayor, then you've got the speaker of council, then you've got the chief whip of council, then you've got the chair of council. So all of them, these are the top 4 political top positions in the city of Johannesburg. Below them, like for example, under the chair of chairs, there are chairpersons of portfolio committees. Under the mayor, it's the mayoral committee.
Okay.
So, and the mayoral committee, let's say I'm the mayor, you become the mayoral committee member of finance.
Okay.
You the MMC of economic development. You the MMC of like that. So the chief whip is the chief. They call him. He's a whip. So he whips the councillors. So not literally.
Yeah, but figuratively, yeah.
So you've got the speaker, who presides over council when council meetings sit. So she's the speaker. The chief whip, all the political parties that are represented in council, they all have whips, meaning the chief whip of every single party. Like John Steenhuisen used to be the chief whip of the DA when Musi was the leader of the DA. So the chief whip deals with internal political dynamics of a caucus that represents that party, either in a municipality or at the provincial level or at the national level. So the chief whip of council, his name is Khazamula Chauke, and today they were handing out title deeds to the people in his ward. And a title deed means there were people that were living in these houses and they never owned them. Like in Soweto, most of the houses in Soweto, people didn't have the title deeds. So you would grow up in your grandmother's house, but it didn't belong to your grandmother. They were given these houses by the apartheid system. So you only get a title deed, and you can use your title deed to go and use your home as a security for
to get loans
and whatever the stuff. But if you don't have a title deed, you have no ownership of it. So what they did today was to hand over some of those title deeds to 100 households. So I spoke to him. Unfortunately, I don't know why this clip is not playing, but so today the mayor of Johannesburg, as well as the MMC of housing, Mlungisi Mabaso, they were today handing over those title deeds in Loli, and I almost never made it here today. I almost never made it. And in fact, when I got here, they started calling me in the office. They were like, Chief, where are you? And I was like, nah, man. Okay, so the video won't play. But in a nutshell, congratulations to the people of Ward 121 who were the recipients of these title deeds, and they were handed out by the mayor as well as Mlungisi Mabaso. So we are trying to bring these politicians to come and chat to us. And I think the reason why we talk about politics is because we want people to know what's going on in the country. Because people are so... I mean, I saw a report yesterday, IEC, a damning report that says that South Africans are very apathetic. South Africans won't vote in these elections. And the young people are not going to vote. And the problem with that, at least that I have, is that what people don't understand is that, in fact, I did a video about how politics are a business. Do you know there are parties that are raising millions every year from different donors. So having a political party is like a business. And therefore, it is within our interest that we must have the right people that actually lead us. You can be upset with them all you want, but if you sit back and you don't participate, you are going to be a spectator.
Thanks.
And you can't be a spectator in this country. Like, you must be an active citizen. You must be you must participate. And this is what I shared with these young people the other day, to say, be an active citizen. Like, you must participate in an NGO in your area. You must participate in your local creche. You must participate in your local soccer team. You must empower young people. Like, everybody must give back to this country. Like, you cannot be a passenger to this country. And when it comes to voting, don't be a passenger. Don't kapa batho.
Go to those ballots, man.
Go to those ballots and vote and register. Whether you have, and also, South Africans don't know much about politics. They don't understand anything about economics.
Right.
They don't think that the economics are affected by the politics.
Yeah. I think that's why we're getting angry over small things, actually. That's why I was asking, look at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Who's dropping the ball? Then you would know. So, nah, man. I get it. Makes sense.
So, yeah, gents, I think that's how we come to the end of our show, man. What a great conversations we've had. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate
It flew by. Like, I was checking out the time, like,
Yeah,
time
man.
is also almost done.
You know, we do this over coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So it's always beautiful just to be able to,
Good show.
you know, to be able to have a conversation with y'all, man. So I really appreciate it. And may God be with every single person out there. And I appreciate you guys and wish you guys all the best with the weekend stuff that's coming up.
Yes,
There's
sir.
a lot coming up from your side and on my side. There's like 2-3 events happening, bro. Like, I don't know, man. I've actually been saying no a lot to a lot of events because I can't be everywhere. I'm not the Holy Spirit, bro. I can't be everywhere at the
That's
same
great,
time.
right there. You can.
I can't be the Holy Spirit. All right, man. Shout out to the team. Thank you, for Rosa, the ladies.
Thank you,
Chantal,
Rosa.
thank you so much, ladies. And we'll be back again next week. And thank you so much for watching. This has been the Gentleman's Club.